coming to you with my week 68 post-op. I didn't write that down in my book. It's June 26, 2019. And to start my spiel, I had surgery on, a little distracted, March 7th, 2018 at Guelph General Hospital in Guelph, Ontario, Canada with Dr. Jules Foutain-Along. My highest weight, I'm 5'7" and 40 years old. I always forget that. My highest weight was 343.6 pounds. My surgery weight was 316.4 pounds, and my weight today is 212.2 pounds. So from my highest weight, that is a loss of 131.4 pounds. From my surgery weight, that's a loss of 104.2 pounds. And from my week 67 weight, that is a gain of 2.6 pounds. I am okay with that. Perfectly okay. The reason why is because that time in the month is coming, and yep, just like pretty much almost every other woman out there, what do? And I've been actually trying to figure out why I've been so bloated, because I've been really up on my water. I'm getting in, well, 2.5, I'm getting in almost 4 to 5 liters a day. And I know that sounds a bit much, but I've been really keeping up on my electrolytes. And I think last week I said in my video that I think I was just going to drink water until I was peeing consistently and it was getting light like it should and everything like that. And that's pretty much what I've been doing for the last week. A lot of the recipes that I've been cooking require salt. I've just cut back on the salt because I'm using the Himalayan pink salt, which my husband and I have both found that we've benefited from. He was noticing that his blood pressure was going up a lot and was relying on his blood pressure medication again, and now he's noticing that he's not doing that, which is a good thing for him. So pretty much when the recipe calls for it, instead of I've never put in the full amount that they require for the recipe. I just put in, we've got one of those grinders with the bigger chunks of the pink Himalayan salt. So I turned the dial to get it to a nice fine grind, and then I'll give it like probably 2 spins, and then that's it. So not even a full entire pinch, just a little bit to season the food a little bit and give it a little bit of extra oomph, I guess you could say. We've noticed that we've done a lot better with that for the most part. I definitely have, because I'm not retaining water as much, which is making me happy, because like I said, you probably can't see it too well in the videos, but I can see the veins that pop out, and I can see, like, this is literally my barometer for whether I am retaining water or not. My husband and I mean, like, he's pointed it out himself without me even having to say anything to him. If I'm retaining water, all you have to do is look at my wrist, and my face. I notice that I don't get these lines here so much, but also my legs. I start noticing that I retain water in my legs. I'll get the circles from my socks. But my legs are usually the last to lose weight, even though I'm using them to jog. Like, go figure. But yeah, so anyways, so yeah, I'm okay with that, with the gain, because I know that I've been eating properly. I know that I haven't been overeating. I've been eating healthy snacks and healthy foods, whole foods, which is important. I don't generally eat processed anything anymore. It's pretty much, I think the only things that are processed are like the cream, because I don't own a cow where I'd make my own. The butter, though I do have a recipe to make my own with cream, so it would still be kind of processed, so I don't know, kind of maybe defeats the purpose. Maybe I should buy a cow. Honey, do you want to buy a cow?
No.
Cheese obviously is processed, and then I buy dark chocolate actually to put in my fat bomb, because the one fat bomb I seem to be really stuck on is the chocolate chip, the edible chocolate chip cookie dough, because I tend to enjoy the sweet fat bomb, and then so I'll have a few spoonfuls of that, like teaspoons, through the day. And then I have yogurt, so generally at one point during the day, so that between those two, that gives me, you know, that helps me keep the sweet tooth in check. I don't feel like I'm lacking anything. I don't feel like I'm craving. Though this last week has been exceptional. And I'm pretty sure that the reason, I have been experiencing some cravings, but I'm not giving into them. I'm able to walk into the store and I look at all this shit and, excuse my language, that's pretty much what it is shit. And that's what I'm starting to equate it to in my mind, which is awesome. Because I don't want refined sugar. Most sweeteners aren't generally better, but refined sugar is definitely something I do not want to be a part of my diet. And I don't find myself lacking for it. I look at all the things that I used to enjoy before and realize what I was doing to myself ingesting them. I'm not saying it's always going to be like that, but that's what it is right now. So I'm perfectly content with walking into the store, and it's a glance. It's, you know, like before I used to, before I started getting into all the things again, I would walk into the store and I'd sit and I'd, you know, if I wanted donuts, I'd sit and I'd look at the donuts, or I'd sit and look at the candies, or whatever, you know, the chocolate, or, and just kind of fill my eyes with it instead of my face. And that was sufficient. And then I started eating all the things, and it wasn't sufficient anymore. Now it's, like I said, barely a glance, and moving on, right? So that's a good thing. Sorry, it's a little warm in here. So, pretty much, I'm doing well with it, but like I said, the last week I've been experiencing some cravings. I've been getting into my fat bomb a lot more than I normally would, or, well, a little bit more anyways. Normally I can, the amount that I make lasts me a week from one grocery shop to the next. We shop once a week. And that's only when I'm out on the road. When I'm home, I don't even care about it. I'm usually too busy, which there is something to be said for not being sedentary when you are home. Keeps you busy, keeps your mind off of things. So I found this last week I actually had to double up on what I would normally make. Though the second batch I still have 3/4 of, and I made it 3 days ago. So that's a good thing. So pretty much I think that is because I tend to want a carb load before my period, or before I started doing keto. And so I last week, like I said, particularly hard because that is coming. And so it's interesting to me. It's something that I'm definitely paying attention to. It's something my husband's also noticed. And I'm actually looking forward to next week when we come back out, when that's gone, not having those cravings. And because I haven't had any other than the last week, really. Like, seriously, I'm not saying I'm cured, because, I mean, they will most likely come back at some point in the future. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I did this surgery to get healthy just like everybody else, and I did this to make change and to feed my body better in a more healthy manner and to learn healthier ways. So I think that I was starting to learn them and then got into a rut, and now I'm starting to kind of, I guess, bolster what I've already learned prior to, before I got into eating the junk and everything again. So we'll see. Only time can tell, right? Like, nobody knows tomorrow. It's only today and what you do today. So I'm also finding that it's not hard to put space between meals. Though there were a few days last week that I did find it hard. I was eating more pork rinds, so I ate several servings of pork rinds over the day instead of just one. Normally I eat just one. But again, I'm attributing that to the week before the storm. So it'll be interesting to see. Another thing that I'm going to start doing too is, I think I'm going to work on lowering my calories back down to 1,000 maximum, maybe a little lower, so between 8 and 1,000, I think, because right now I'm generally staying between 12 and 1,400, and I'm wondering if it's not enough of a caloric deficit. I don't know if that's going to work so much for me though, because now I'm starting to get into longer intervals in my C to 5K, so we'll see how that goes. I may have to keep the calories up because the body demands them for the physical activity I'm doing, and I may not have to, so only time will tell with that as well. So other than that, I'm doing great overall. We are actually on our way down to Cloquet, Minnesota right now to go get a load of paper, and we are bringing it to our home terminal in Air, and then we are going home for the weekend. So we are actually hoping that that it's ready by the time we get there, because it's not scheduled to be ready until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, but it could be ready because they reload the trailers. So we're hoping it will be, so that we can get home fairly early tomorrow, which will be nice for a change, because normally on Thursdays we are generally showing up at our trailer anywhere between midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning. So it would actually be nice to be able to show up halfway through the day, or halfway through the afternoon even, on a Thursday, instead of at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then we're going to bed just so we can get up in a few hours to go and do our shopping, so that we don't have to worry about that for the rest of the weekend. So we're going to stop in Grand Forks, we're going to grab a shower, and we're going to do some laundry and make sure we're prepared, because it is Canada's birthday this weekend, actually on Monday. So happy Canada Day for those of you Canadians who watch me. 4th of July is also coming up, America's birthday, so next Thursday, I believe. So that'll be fun, because next week we are just running back and forth in the States. So we'll see how that goes with the 4th of July coming. Hopefully we can get down and get a load on Wednesday before the 4th hits, and then we're just running on the 4th and don't have to worry about anything. we'll see how it goes. So yeah, everything's good. And that's pretty much it for me for the week. So I will sign off here. Everybody take care. Have a great week. I hope everything's going well for you in your lives, and thank you for all your support. Take care. Bye.